So you feel like crap, maybe you don't feel like yourself, or you're a little out of sorts. Maybe your quality of sleep is suffering, or you feel more depressed and anxious than normal. All of these things can be caused by poorly breathing. One of the things that most people don't realize is that every single cell in your body needs oxygen to survive. And if your body has poor or inefficient breathing habits, then your body's gonna have to work a lot harder to deliver all of that oxygen. So if you're not paying attention to your breath or training your subconscious breathing patterns, then your entire system, from the way you think, the way you feel, and even the way you behave, can all suffer. The good news about this is that you can change it. Even though breathing is an autonomic function, meaning you don't have to think about it, your body just does it for you. Like, could you imagine having to watch this whole video and also try to think about how you're breathing or telling your body to breathe for every single breath? You probably wouldn't get much done, and you definitely wouldn't have very good quality of focus. So your body just does it for you. It's a great thing so you can multitask, but it's kind of a bad thing because most people don't realize when they have really poor breathing habits. So if you want to change these breathing habits, make sure you watch through this end of the video to learn how. My name is Danny May, and I'm from breathguidance.com. Breath Guidance is where you can find quality breathing classes and education to make sure that you're breathing your best life. In this video, you're going to learn 3 different ways that you can adjust your breathing pattern so you can feel better. The first way is simply paying more attention to your breath. When you have better breath awareness, you're gonna have more of an ability to both measure how you're breathing and adjust your breath. The cool thing about this is that when you have a subconscious breathing habit, meaning your body's just programmed to breathe in a particular way, you can then take a few minutes out of every single day and just breathe in a particular way, which then will start to train your subconscious breathing habits to breathe that way when you're not paying attention to it. So by increasing your breath awareness, you then are going to have a lot more control over the way you think, feel, and act. If you really want to learn how to have better breath awareness, go to breathguidance.com and get our free 7-day breath awareness program. This is a free program that has videos, guided audio practices to walk you through the breathing techniques, and PDFs to make sure that you really understand how to increase your quality of breath, your quality of life, and your breath awareness. The second way that you can feel better by breathing better is to make sure that you're nasal breathing during any normal daily activities. Now, there's plenty of scenarios where mouth breathing techniques are actually recommended, but in general, your nose is made for breathing, your mouth was made for eating. So make sure that as you're just doing normal activities like reading a book, watching this video, having a conversation, or allowing yourself to drive a car or sit at a computer, that you're making sure that you're just nasal breathing, both on the in-breath and the out-breath. Inside of your nasal cavity, you have nitric oxide receptors. Now, what this does is vasodilate your blood vessels, meaning expand them, so you can get better deliverance of the oxygen that all of those cells desperately need. The other thing that your nasal cavity does is your nose filters all of the particles that are around you every single second of every single breath. It humidifies and warms, it moistens the air so that your lungs are more prepared and have an easier time using that oxygen. And it just in general gives you more of a volume control, meaning the amount of air that's coming in or out at any given time. So again, it's more effective and more efficient for the delivery of all of that oxygen through your system. If you're a mouth breather, and I mean a mouth breather when you're just doing normal daily activities, you're not having, a higher demand for oxygen like if you were running or cycling, you want to try to fix that as soon as you can. One of the cool things is that people now are using mouth tape, so it's just legitimately tape that you put on your mouth to retrain their breathing habits so that they're nasal breathing. One of the places that they're doing this is during sleep, because a lot of times our jaw will relax so much as we sleep and our mouth starts to open, and then we're using our mouth to breathe. So this is something that you can do as you're sleeping to just retrain your breath. The last thing you can do to make sure you feel better by breathing better is to assess and possibly adjust your breathing mechanics, meaning the order of operations of the muscles you're using to breathe for any given breath. Now, you may have heard of belly breathing versus chest breathing, or horizontal breathing versus vertical breathing. And I want to stress that it's important that you're neurologically able to access all of your breathing mechanics. There's going to be situations where you will need to access chest breathing, back muscle breathing, pelvic floor breathing, even shoulder breathing. So don't neglect these areas when you're doing different styles of breathing techniques or breath training when the situation really recommends it. But in general, if you're just watching this video or reading a book or during normal operations, chest breathing, vertical breathing, these things aren't going to be very effective or efficient. So you want to make sure that you're breathing more with your thoracic diaphragm and less with these secondary breathing muscles. So we'll do a quick assessment. Go ahead and bring a hand to your belly, bring a hand to your heart. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable with it, and blow all the breath out through your mouth. Now I want you to just take a big breath in and pay attention to your hands. Use your nose. Breathe all the breath out from the nose. Pay attention to the hands. And start to really pay attention to which hand is moving more. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out from the nose. Are you noticing that the hand on your belly is moving more than the hand on your heart? Go ahead and try one more time, but this time we're going to consciously move breath into each area. Use your lips, blow all the breath out. Breathe into the hand on the belly. See if you can breathe into the hand on the heart. Breathe out from the hand on your belly. And breathe out from the hand on your heart. Now just take a breath into the belly. Just breathe out from belly. Just breathe into your chest. Just breathe out from chest. Move your hands to your ribs. Try to breathe in laterally out to both sides at the same time. And try to squeeze your ribs in as you breathe out. One more time. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe out from the ribs. Go ahead and bring your hands to your shoulders. See if you can breathe up into the shoulders. Breathe down through the shoulders. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Notice how you feel. Now, every single one of those breaths are going to adjust the way that you're activating different neurological functions. It can activate, stimulate, or destimulate the vagus nerve. It can cause a stress reaction, moving you into a sympathetic response, or it can cause a relaxation reaction, moving you into a parasympathetic response. So again, if you want to feel better and breathe better and not be in a constant state of stress when you're just doing normal daily activities, try to breathe more through this abdominal wall, really allowing your thoracic diaphragm to operate, allowing your abdominal wall to get a little bit more of a workout and a relaxation when you're breathing, meaning you're inflating the belly as you breathe in and you're deflating the belly as you breathe out. Now there is a difference between a defined belly breath and a defined diaphragmatic breath. And if you really want to learn more, you can learn more in breath technique training, which is an online training that teaches you over 60 different breathing techniques at breathguidance.com. You can also find more guided daily classes on breathercommunity.com, where it's a free space where you can connect with a lot of other breathers and have access to guided videos. If you have any questions whatsoever, pop them in the comments below. Let me know if you've applied these 3 ways that you can feel better to breathe better, and let me know if they're actually working. My name's Danny May, and I sincerely look forward to sharing more breathing techniques with you soon. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Until the next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.